1 in 100 Canadians are affected by epilepsy. So it's not just an obscure thing, it's affecting people. And after they see the show, and we know it's made a difference, that's a heck of a good feeling.
A few years ago, we had a student who suffered epileptic seizures, and so we decided that we would bring in your organization. It's given our students more of an awareness of what epilepsy is, what happens during a seizure, and what they can do to maybe help.
I think it's a good way to give information to kids in a fun way. You know, we try to make it humorous and exciting for them, and you know, educate them about seizure first aid and what epilepsy is. Something that strikes me is, I guess, kids always tend to ask questions about, like, empathetic questions. The questions tend to be like, you know, does it hurt? What does it feel like? What would it be like to have a seizure? Brian, are you okay? He said he was feeling funny. I think he's having a seizure, but I know what to do. First, I need to make sure that there's nothing around him that could hurt him.
And the puppeteers do a great job of explaining what a seizure may look like and what happens to a person when they're experiencing a seizure. It's just awareness is the most important thing I think that the presentation brings to the kids.
But I think the biggest thing for me in the production is leaving the school knowing we've made a difference. Because when you're a little kid and you see a seizure, it's scary. Mm-hmm. It's frightening. And
especially if you don't know what it is at all.
Exactly.
You know?
And a half hour later, we know from the interaction that many of them are saying, oh, that's all it is. The electrical signals in your brain get mixed up for a few minutes. That's why they were having a seizure. But beyond that, I now know how I can help that person. For me, I decided to let everybody know that I have epilepsy and how to help me if I have a seizure. So I've let my teachers, my coaches, everybody I know, my fellow students, I've let them know I have epilepsy and how to help me if I do have a seizure. When you leave the school knowing you've lowered that stigma, or maybe even taken it away completely, which would be great, that's a good feeling. Yes, it's been an entertaining show. Yes, it's been something that kids connect to, puppets. But it is primarily educational, and we know when the message has been received.
Mm-hmm.